Mendel. Good run by Mendel in behind. Strong challenge from Mbeko. It is a corner, but that was really positive full-back play from Hamza Mendel.
Well, he's done well, the wing-back, getting in. But once he gets in, I think he should cut across the defender so the defender can't get back at him. He was looking, he was trying to get his head up to see the next pass. It was actually a good recovery run, and he'd been beaten first time by the right-back, Mbeko.
Marcelo Gonzalez on corner duty this time. It's an outswinger. Ball as well, but headed away by Mbeko. It's just lofted back in. It should be the goalkeepers, and here behind for a goal kick. Remember tonight at midnight on Eurosport, it is Johanna Konta in action against Kirsten Flipkins. That's midnight tonight on Eurosport 1 and Eurosport Player. Two massive competitions taking place simultaneously across our Eurosport channels. And record at international level as well. Al Arabi 15 and 37. It's Basufa. An awful lot in the final third in terms of supplying this man, Cedric Bakambu, with the...
You decide. Call, get in on the action. When the fun stops, stop.
The centre forward back here, never really troubling the goalkeeper, Munir. Not sure he's going for the near post. I'm trying to whip it into the far corner. He's up straight at the goalkeeper.
Member here bulldozed his way through the scope. Is coming up very shortly indeed. Can either side grab the win to go?
The adrenaline rush of live sport. You can watch it, or you can get involved in it with the latest choral action. So, are you a spectator, or are you a player? You decide. Call, get in on the action. When the fun stops, stop.
Welcome back to the Stade Doyen. Slides coming out very shortly for the second half. It's DR Congo 0, Morocco 0, the second match of the day in Group C in the stadium from the Africa Cup of Nations. Earlier, remember, Ivory Coast and Togo drew 0-0, another draw. Remember, in Group B, Algeria and Zimbabwe drew 2-2 in the best match of the tournament so far. A shock for Algeria, certainly. And many people's favourite Senegal off to a winning start, 2-0 against Tunisia. Sadio Mane scoring a penalty in that one. And both matches finishing on the opening day 1-1 in Group A. The host Gabon held by Guinea-Bissau, and Burkina Faso and Cameroon finishing level at 1 each. I suppose, Stuart Robinson, we shouldn't be too surprised by all the tight games, because there is no really outstanding favourite, and it is an open tournament, and we're seeing that.
Yeah, we're seeing sides dominate but not be able to score goals. We're seeing some of the weaker sides, or supposedly weaker sides, counter-attack really well. I thought it was a good performance by Zimbabwe yesterday against Algeria. You know that Algeria have got lots of quality, but they still have to defend against Zimbabwe. They didn't do that particularly well. As the tournament wears on, I think we will see the better teams come to the fore, and we will probably see more goals as well.
1976. Win here would certainly be a big step towards the minimal target that Hervé Renard's being set of a place in the quarter-finals. They will play Togo in 4 days' time, while DR Congo face the team that beat them in the semi-finals 2 years ago, Ivory Coast. And from what we've seen in the opening 45 minutes, it's very difficult to see DR Congo repeating that run.
Well, they need to be a bit more adventurous. They need to get the ball forward a little bit earlier. They need to give better support to the front player. They started with a front three, but front playing. You can see what they were trying to do. They just didn't have enough quality in the top third of the field.
Zambeko. Across the Tisserand and Sakala. Sakala again. And Benatia trying to pick out Boadus.
But he's a winning runner. Centre forward, Boadus, but he's not a particularly pacey centre forward. He's good in the air, he's good with his back to goal at times.
He's for Zampaoli in the Bundesliga second division. Boadus. Crossing towards Boadus. The goalkeeper has lost it. Congo just about scramble it away. I think one or two of them were waiting for the referee's whistle that never came. Here's Dira. Carcelo Gonzalez.
We can see there that Carcelo Gonzalez is very much a left-footed player. He really struggles to cross it with his right foot, but that was good play by Adnan Tamou to win the ball back. That started the attack, couldn't win that one.
Play by Ndombe. Cabananga. Now by Dira. Former Anderlecht player Junior Cabananga, although only played 5 times in their first team. It's a Morocco ball now.
Allow play to go on there. Morocco are in good possession. Starts a counter-attack.
And with a Nampian Draza, the referee from Madagascar. Here's Dira. He really has Boadus to aim for, and he's picked him out. It was well defended in the end by Zakuani.
Well, dangerous bit of defending. First of all, Boadus got the wrong side of him. We've got a player down, Carcelo Gonzalez, as he flicked the ball round the corner to start that move to Dira. Challenge from behind. And there's the yellow card.
It's in some pain here. Carcelo Gonzalez.
It's the left back, Sakala. He's claiming, I think, that it wasn't him.
He's been shown the card anyway. Well, they both went in for it, didn't they?
But the worst challenge was Tisserand.
Absolutely.
That's the one. That's the bad challenge.
You can see why the referee's made the mistake, but yeah, that's a bad one from Tisserand. You can see his ankle go over Carcelo Gonzalez.
Modern football, you can't challenge from behind. Even if you win the ball, it's deemed a foul. He's struggling here. Carcelo Gonzalez.
Well, he certainly turned his ankle. It's the kind of challenge that twice the size a couple of hours later.
One of those subs, Mbakani, the Hull City centre forward.
Yeah, generally he started the Africa Cup of Nations as the first choice striker. Certainly in the last 2 competitions, he scored 2 goals in 2013, both from the penalty spot, and then 3 goals in the run to the semi-finals 2 years ago, but it's been usurped these days by Cedric Bakambu. Understandably, because Mbakani's club career has stuttered somewhat, hasn't it? With Norwich and Hull. He's still actually owned by Dynamo Kiev, Mbakani. Cabananga. Dira's throw.
Scored 1 or 2 important goals, didn't he, for Norwich over his time there. Struggled at Hull, even though he's played well on occasions. Finishing hasn't been good enough. His goal scoring record's good enough for a team down at the bottom.
Player who was the Belgian league's top scorer in 2012. He was with Anderlecht. He's very stand at the age as well. Andel's throw. Near clears.
It's been a bitty start to the second half, no real flow in the game. This time it's a chance for
Dombe over this. Behind Dombe. Munir was fouled though. Zakwani.
Once again, he's got every right to go for the ball.
Actually hold an English passport. It's starting to kick off a bit down there. Like Muddy with a little shove on Ndombe.
Renard just trying to get his players to get away from the situation and get back in good defensive positions.
Cabananga. Buadus. Tisserand. Launched by Matampi. Senatia winning the header. It's being fouled though, free kick for Morocco. Bele with the foul.
He's just swapped over with Cabananga again. Cabananga started on the right, came to the left for much of the first half, now he's back out on that right-hand side. He's probably been the better, dangerous of the two players that are playing in the wide areas. Really been able to dictate the play.
Costa puts it out for a DR Congo throw. Something of a bad boy reputation, Manuel da Costa. He's had a few brushes with the law, shall we say, throughout his career. Cross in at the near post, and the goalkeeper's lost it, and Cabananga scores! A real shocker for Munir, and good finish nonetheless. But despite all Morocco's possession, it is the Democratic Republic of Congo who are celebrating.
Well, they went to sleep here. They should block the cross. Busquets on the outside. What's the goalkeeper doing? Going with his feet. So really, his left foot high enough to hit the top half of the ball and put it into that far corner. That's a good finish. He was aware. He was alert. He was quicker to the ball than the Morocco defenders. But Munir, a poor mistake, the goalkeeper.
He didn't get the breakthrough. Cabananga has given Congo the lead 10 minutes into the second half.
And as a result, we're now going to have a higher tempo game. It's going to be more urgency from Morocco.
Morocco will be thinking, surely not again. They've never beaten DR Congo at the Africa Cup of Nations, despite having the better win of the two sides overall in head-to-head matches. Arminda gets the cross in. Tisserand with the header away. Dombe completes the clearance. It's Cabananga, the goal scorer. It's given away though to Al Ahmadi. Backing off a bit, Al Ahmadi. Lokbe and Sakala. And Cancelo, Gonzalez wide in the end, but this is better from Morocco.
Well, suddenly they're winning the ball back that little bit quicker. Here's the goal again. Good bit of play. Bele gets the cross in, but the goalkeeper, first of all, his positioning was all wrong, then he's got to go with his hands. His foot takes it back out into a dangerous area, and that is first of all. He still had a lot of work to do. It's a really good striker's goal.
You couldn't really see where a goal was coming from, the DR Congo, but that was awful goalkeeping from Munir.
Throw their arms up and the ball doesn't come to them. Iran. Then Ahmadi raced through. He was on down the outside. Oh, Ahmadi had his shot. There's the man that's scored the goal.
Where's the red one?
Iran's through it.
He's defended quite well. Zachariah played into the box. Experienced player.
It comes again. Tisserand just getting a knee to it, and then away from Da Costa.
Here's the name on the caption, slightly confusing for the goal scorer. Kabananga is the name that he's got on the back of his shirt. He's known as Junior Kabananga. Here's the player coming on.
Esri of Malaga. Just under half an hour to go. DR Congo is something to hold on to. Kabananga bundled over by Basufa.
He's just taking a little rest here. Not sure he was that badly injured.
Action against Uganda, the four-time winners, the runners-up from 2 years ago. 3:40. Morocco looking to counter, but he's looked so isolated as he's Bouadou's up front for Morocco.
Well, he looks calm and composed, but he'll be worried at this point. Just under half an hour to go. Side haven't really created too much in this second half. Hasn't really been a threat. I think we're going to see a lot of this from now to the end of the game while the score's 1-0.
Well, this will be a massive result, wouldn't it, for DR Congo? Remember, qualified 2 years ago, having drawn all three of their group stage matches. 2010, they've not started particularly well in this tournament either. Algeria surprisingly held by Zimbabwe. Tunisia, decent performance, but beaten by Senegal 2-0. And now here Morocco, facing defeat to DR Congo.
I was doing that game, Algeria versus Zimbabwe. While Algeria were the better side, Zimbabwe had a couple of chances to make it 3-1 with only 10 minutes to go. It would have been a shock result. But I still think Algeria, if they can get their game together and get their big name players to perform at their maximum level, there's certainly going to be a team challenging right at the end.
It's a massive game for them, isn't it, against Tunisia in a few days' time.
High boot, very high boot. Centre forward, oh no, it could have been handball. Backs in, he backs in, gets it under control. But there wasn't enough support close enough to it. That is why Basufa has to play higher up the field. He almost has to play as a second centre forward.
Well, here, what can they work from here? Morocco. The referee's got his work cut out sorting the ball out. It's Gonzalez who hits it well over the top from Marcelo Gonzalez, and that's disappointing.
That's no dip or effort from the player that's trying to join with the dudes as much as possible, but drifting out to the right-hand side. At the moment, Morocco are struggling to create any chances with the free kicks.
Sufa again. Stands the ball up, it's claimed by Matampi. The second attempt anyway.
I think he collides with his own player here. Doesn't look the most comfortable when the ball's in the air. But he made his mind up early to come for it. There's the catch, then collides with his own defender. It's fortunate there was no other Morocco player coming in and around the knockdown. It's Beko, the player that took the whack.
Well, he hasn't been largely troubled, has he? Lema Tampini, the Congo goalkeeper. Looked as though it was going to be a busy night for him the way Morocco started, but here's Cabananga.
There's your bad boy, De Costa. I'm sure he's going to get a yellow card for that. Quite rightly, frustration. Got too tight, got turned. Knew that Cabananga was running away from him. There was an arm and a shirt tug there. A little swipe as well. He's been a threat. Cabananga.
Free kick for DR Congo. Low delivery. Benatia gets it away. Now Basufa. Towards Verduz, but he's come off second best in most challenges so far. Asama and Peko getting the better of him that time. Now Verduz. Peko again. Da Costa across. Just touch off Cabananga.
Just sense there could be a threat on the counter-attack when DR Congo get the ball, because all they're looking to do is play that next ball in behind the back three of Morocco.
Morocco again, that's a good effort. Matampi beats it away. His substitute, Ed Nesri. Flipped in again by Al Ahmadi. And Nesri! Well, two sides of goal in quick succession for the Morocco substitute.
It's a strange save by Matampi. Good strike from the substitute. First one anyway. Here's the second effort. There's 3 or 4 players in the box. Too close to it. Comes off his shin almost. Here's the other shot. Just changes direction. Does it dip and swerve? Goalkeeper goes with his legs rather than his hands. It's a very strange save. He gets a bit lucky, the goalkeeper, because I don't think it swerves that much. Almost goes underneath his body. Really poor technique from Matampi.
We've seen a bit of that tonight, haven't we, at the other end from Munir. That resulted in DR Congo's opening goal. Good hit nonetheless from Youssef and Nesri, a 19-year-old, plays for Malaga. What a time that would have been to score your first international goal. They need something, Morocco.
I think the referee's made the decision to make a substitution. I think he's fed up with players going down. Kamananga, it looks as though he's going to be taken off here.
The change being prepared for DR Congo. Mahoma. On he comes. Fielder from Birmingham City, formerly of Sheffield Wednesday and Burton Albion. He's a Tottenham Hotspur youth product, but never made it into the first team, Mahoma. Replaces the goal scorer.
Benba with the foul. Newcastle United fans had a good game in that midfield, closing people down. Played that many times for Newcastle this season.
Just the 7 appearances so far in the Championship.
Last year he played 33 in the Premier League.
Summer of Beko goes long. It's Morocco need to find that something extra. They've rather lost their way a bit, haven't they? Initially it looked as though they were going to respond well to the concession of the goal, but it hasn't really materialised. Dombe Mubele.
And they're now not playing with a back three. I think they've pushed Saiss into midfield. So at times they'll just be playing with the 2 centre-halves. They'll be trying to push Dira high up the field at times. So to Lendil. So the counter-attack can be on. There's another substitution, and Saiss is going off, having changed positions.
Let's fake out Fajir. Deportivo in Spain, who is his replacement for just his 9th cap for Morocco. His international debut, Fajir in the World Cup qualifying win against Equatorial Guinea. Malisa, the throw for DR Congo.
He's going to get a yellow card for time wasting here.
I think he probably came on for Nsakala because Nsakala had been booked, and now Lomalisa has got a yellow card himself. Stupid way to get booked.
It always seems that the referees, when the team's 1-0 up, if they take more than a couple of seconds, they're time wasted.
Here's Mendel. Nesri. Looks as though the same old problems are coming back to haunt Morocco at the Africa Cup of Nations. The Hervé Renard influence hasn't really kicked in yet. Of course, it's not terminal to lose your opening game, but in a tight group where they'll have Togo and Ivory Coast to play, it certainly doesn't make your job any easier.
But we have seen some late equalisers in the tournament so far. Algeria got themselves back into the game in the very first game. Guinea-Bissau, the last-minute equaliser. Can Morocco do likewise? Foul given against Zakwani.
One change left to make for Hervé Renard, and still no sign of seeing Youssef El Arabi.
Balls into their box.
Chance of him getting anywhere near the goal with the technique he used was minimal, wasn't it? Lone score.
Poor centre-forward player on that occasion. Looks tired now. Jesus.
Solid header from Bocardi.
Another free kick given away. Another chance to play it out wide maybe and get the ball in the box. Straight balls haven't really worked.
We're going to see Bocardi. 5 5 goals in the last 2 Africa Cup of Nations for the Hull City striker, and it is Cedric Bakambu who he replaces. It is like for like. The service hasn't been great from Bakambu. We've barely seen him, particularly in the second half. Just had that one snapshot in the first half. And Mbokani, who is a big favourite with the DR Congo supporters, comes on.
Offside straight away.
Deep discussion going on there between Bakambu and his coach, Florian Benga. I don't think the Villarreal striker's too happy at coming off and wanted an explanation. Reminder of Australian Open tennis tonight. Joanna Konta in action live on Eurosport and on the Eurosport player. She takes on Kirsten Flipkins. Shove at the back on Mbokani. Very happy away play on though. Actually scored in the semi-final 2 years ago, Mbokani against Ivory Coast in the 3-1 defeat.
A couple of fouls there by the Moroccan centre-backs. The referee chose to ignore them.
Another change being made, and here he is. Yusuf El Arabi is on. Marcelo Gonzalez is the player who's being replaced. It means that Bouadouz will last until the end. Granada.
Well, he may come in for a bit of stick, Renard, if they don't get back into this game. And he left out his main goal scorer.
It's not too much time, has it? DR Congo 1, Morocco 0. Junior Cabananga's goal 10 minutes into the second half after some dreadful goalkeeping by Munir. Covered this time by Munir. DR Congo heading for a 5th Africa Cup of Nations match against Morocco without defeat. 3 of the previous 4 have ended in draws, remember. Now Morocco would take that now.
Well, at the start of the game, I thought Morocco had a good shape. They knew exactly how they wanted to play. Put their wing-backs high up the field. They were hitting big diagonals to them. They were dominating midfield. They haven't really created too much. But since they went 1-0 down, they've lost their shape. Made substitutions. Players are playing off the cuff. A bit of arguing going on as well between the players. Doesn't look good for Morocco at the moment.
Nesri. Congo first to the ball. Lomalisa. Really determined play by the fullback. Benatia. Fagir. Free kick Morocco. Foul by Lomalisa, who needs to be careful, remember, he was pushed for time wasting.
He's just been booked again. I don't think the referee realises. He's already booked him. He's just booked him there for that challenge.
Yeah, he showed the yellow card.
Now it's coming out.
And DR Congo will finish this game down to 10 men. And, oh, what a disastrous cameo that was, wasn't it, for Lomalisa? Came on because Nsakala, the left-back, was booked. And now he's been shown a yellow card for time wasting. And now a yellow card for this challenge. I don't think that was the challenge.
This is the challenge.
This is the challenge.
He flies in. He actually brings the ball in.
But it could have been a straight red itself, in fairness, there.
I think the player on the ground, the substitute, Fagir makes a lot of it.
Free kick comes in. Oh, the header on is just wide. And what a chance.
It's for the substitute as well, the man you've been talking about, El Arabi. Big chance. Comes off the side of his head in the end. Oh, now got a defender down. Yeah, a bit of time wasted here.
Well, even more so now that Congo are down to 10 men.
Zakuani, the captain.
Well, he came on in the 65th minute. Lomalisa. So he's lasted, what, 16 minutes?
Here's the chance. Big chance. Should score.
It's a great delivery, isn't it?
Comes off the side. He doesn't actually go and head the ball. He's looking the other way as he heads it.
Timing of the jump was terrific. And a clear side of the ball, but poor header in the end for Yusuf Al-Arabi.
Just didn't get his body position right. Ended up facing away from the goal, letting the ball slide off his head. Oh, this is a problem. They're already down to 10 men. They've made 3 substitutions already. If Zakuani is badly injured, they're going to be down to 9 men here. I think we could see Mbakani going in at centre back.
I think he might be right.
It's going to be a lot of added on time, yes. 82 minutes and 45 seconds have gone, but there's probably going to be 6 or 7 added on minutes with all the injuries we've had.
This doesn't look good at all for DR Congo. Leading 1-0, but it's all gone horribly wrong in the last couple of minutes with the sending off of Lomalisa, and it looks as though their captain Zakuani is going to have to go off here.
Just going back to the sending off, I'm not sure the referee realised he'd already given Lomalisa a yet.
When you look at the replay, he's so high with the challenge.
But he gave him a yellow card, he then walked away, and Lomalisa knew about it and stayed hanging around. I think if he'd have run away and just gone on with it, the referee may have ignored it.
We've seen that before somewhere at a major tournament, haven't we, Mr. Graham Paul? It was 3 yellow cards, wasn't it?
You're telling me that Graham Paul made a mistake? When I read his articles in the newspaper, I'm sure he never made a mistake.
Andraza didn't either. He realised that he'd showed him a second yellow and produced the red, albeit belatedly. DR Congo up against it now. Zakuani doesn't return. They will finish with 9 men here. But they are leading 1-0, so they do have something to hold on to.
Depends what sort of shape they're trying to put them in. I think he's going to go and play at left back. Not sure they need to send a forward at the moment, and Mbakani, I think he would be better off going back in between his, or in the back 4.
Here's Mendel. Gets the cross in. Almost fell for Bourdous. That has to be a case now, doesn't it, of all hands to the pump and hang on, as you say. Mbakani will be better served deeper.
Morocco, what they have to do is keep switching the play and getting crosses into the box. With 6 minutes left, or 5 minutes plus added on time, they should get another 10 crosses into the box from now to the end of the game. If they get 10 good deliveries into the box, they get players attacking it against an outnumber, Congo in that box, they should get get good crosses in.
Dira. Still going. Mbakani's won the ball here. Will relieve a bit of pressure, although Benatia wins it back for Morocco. Dira. Now Mbakani, he's fouled, it's a free kick, fouled by Benatia.
Has to be a yellow card. Benatia going through the back of Mbakani. Referee looks like he may have ignored that one. It's a poor challenge, he can't win the ball.
He's been hasty with 1 or 2 challenges, many Benatia throughout this game. He's hobbling though, isn't he? Here's Dira. Now from Matampi. 2 sides of goals since he's come on. And both times he's failed to score, but that was a wonderful save.
That was a good kick across the goalkeeper. He went to the wrong post. The centre forward, Al-Arabi. It's a lovely ball played by Basufa. That's what I'm talking about, getting it to that sort of edge of the box and bending balls in behind, getting people attacking the ball.
Ahmadi. Still Morocco with everybody forward. Well, his first chance was a good one, Stuart. That was gilt-edged.
Got to score there. Well, certainly heading back towards the far post. He went for the near post. It's an easy save, I think, for the goalkeeper. Right height for him, straight at him. Not offside when the ball's played. Wrong decision by the assistant referee. Frustration.
Yeah,
that Marty.
Exactly what I was going to say. What a frustrating night for Morocco. And of course, the headlines will read, beaten by 10 men. To them enough. They've had those two chances for Al Arabi. Here's Mendil. I think the added on time board is going to be crucial.
What a disappointing evening it is for that man there. Even if they do get an equaliser, they haven't played well at all. It's been a lack of creativity.
Goma clears towards Mbakani. It's a nuisance of himself with Da Costa. He's penalised. Now Morocco go again. As the clock ticks down, time certainly against the North African side. Fajir with the cross, straight into the hands though of Matampi.
The crossing hasn't been good enough from Morocco in this last 10-15 minutes. He's got to get it into the far post there. He's got to give his players a chance to attack it. You must miss out that first man, or certainly keep it away from the goalkeeper.
It does seem as though goal scoring is a problem for Morocco. Campaign, they've drawn their opening two games 0-0 against Ivory Coast and Gabon. They really haven't created enough in the final third in this game.
How can that not be a booking? The referee, is he going to give me a yellow card now?
Goma play a foul by Basufa.
Surely has to be a yellow card for Basufa.
And Nezra, I don't think he's been given long enough, El Arabi. He's had two good chances, but you wonder, had he been on and in the game longer, whether or not he would have taken one of those.
Well played, Mbakani. That's exactly what he's got to do. When that ball was played forward, he got himself in front of Dira, won the free kick. Dira not even challenging for the ball.
He certainly added more nuisance value than Bakambu did. There's Tisserand. Costa's header. Now Mendil. It's given away to Agoma.
Well, they are being brave, you've got to say. And that man there, the substitute, Mahoma, playing high and wide on the right-hand side.
Haven't taken advantage of the, well, effectively extra two men, Morocco. Mendil. Well, it's for Zakouani, of course. It's a long tournament, and he doesn't want an aggravated injury that could see him miss the games against Ivory Coast and Togo. Of course, with a win in the back here, who knows? Maybe even a knockout stage match as well. It's all the way through to Munir. And the mistakes of previous and recent Africa Cup of Nations potentially being made again here by Morocco. Dira, who does have quality. Not that time though. Tisserand, it's a poor header away. El Arabi after it. And now it's up to the centre forward, Mbakani, to plough alone forward. He's done well, he's won the ball from Da Costa and Benatia.
I think he would have been offside, and Mbakani, yes he was. Time from Basufa. It's almost worth one of the Moroccan players going into that near post area, so if it is a bad cross, they can try and be first to it.
Here's Boadous. Still only two in there for Morocco. And that will be the goalkeepers.
And still nobody attacking the near post.
I mean, 3 minutes to go, you're 1-0 down against 9.5 men. You've got the ball out wide, and there's just two options in. It's Mendil. Too high for Al Arabi. In doing so, no doubt he'll make the most of that.
No. You know, I was quite impressed with the chances they made in the first half, but you could tell what style of football they were trying to play, you could tell their shape. But since they went 1-0 down, lost all cohesion. Looks like they've been playing off the cuff. Haven't adjusted to the state of the game very well.
Well, let's be honest, DR Congo haven't exactly looked a threat, and the goal was something of a gift, wasn't it? Although Kabananga took it well.
But they've defended balls into the box really well. That's what they have done in this second half. When their backs have been to the wall,